Even if the court judgment does not favor President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we have other options. Femi Fani-Kayode boasted. Nigerians, this is getting out of hand. What is APC planning, for goodness sake? What are they planning? They should not forget that nobody is above the law. In the same country, whether you are a president or whoever you are not above the law. That is how it's supposed to be. APC is just busy threatening Nigerians and all that, and Nigeria is as a country. This is not accepted. Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The former director of Special Media Projects and Operations and New Media for the Tinubu-Shettima Campaign Council in the 2023 presidential election, Femi Fani-Kayode, has said that President Bola Tinubu administration will not take nonsense from anyone. He said, even if the court judgment does not favor the president, that they have other options, he posted. Record that a few days ago, President Bola Tinubu has warned members of the Presidential Elections Tribunal that removing him as a president could lead to a breakdown of law and order in Nigeria. Mr. Tinubu admitted his failure to score 25% of votes cast in Nigeria's state capital, Abuja, but said it was insufficient to overturn his victory as declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Any other interpretation different from this will lead to absurdity, chaos, anarchy, and alteration of the very intention of the legislature. Mr. Tinubu's lawyers, led by Wole Olapeku, said in their final defense statement to the court. The lawyers were specifically addressing a section of the Nigerian Constitution that said a presidential candidate must secure 25% of votes in 2/3 of Nigerians, 36 states, and the Federal Capital Territory, or Abuja. Public commentary has been rift about the intention of the clause after Mr. Tinubu won the highest number of votes in the three-way presidential race in February, but failed to secure 25% in the FCT. Mr. Tinubu's team said courts have always been careful about giving extreme interpretation of the Constitution that could spark chaos. Our courts have always adopted the purposeful approach to the interpretation of our Constitution as exemplified in a host of decisions, the team said. They also said Mr. Tinubu would still have won the election even if he did not score anything in Abuja and one other state, although this was not the argument of petitions. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Peter Obi of the Labour Party. Even if there was no election in one state, including the FCT, or even if the election of a state or states, including the FCT, is or voided, the entire election cannot be voided or cancelled. Including our argument on this issue, we urge the court to hold that any election where the electorate exercise their franchise, there is neither a royal ballot nor royal voter, and that residents of the FCT do not have any special voting right over residents of any other state of the Federation, in a manner similar to the concept of preferential shareholder in company law. So we urge this court to resolve this issue against the petitioners and in favor of the respondents, the lawyers had said. So today now, Femi Fani-Kayode is now telling Nigerians that they have options. Now the question is, what are they planning? They should not forget that this time around, Nigeria will no longer succumb to any intimidation and threats. Let the Lord take her course. That is how it's supposed to be. Enough of all this. This is just becoming too much. You collect my wife. I dey see my wife with you. You dey show me my wife. And you are telling me that I cannot get close to my wife. That if I come close to my wife, you will kill me. That is intimidation now. That is too much. What other options do APC wants to, take or wants to whatever? They don't already talk and say if the court overturns Tinubu's victory, that there's going to be anarchy. But there was no anarchy when he was announced the Nigerian president-elect, knowing too well that he did not score 25% in Abuja. And that 25% in Abuja is one of the criteria for a presidential candidate to possess before you can be declared the winner. People never cast any problem. You, oh my God, you when they say they wrongly proclaimed the president, and now they want to rightly right the wrong, whatever they did, and you are invoking anarchy. You want to drag the heaven enter earth because they want to overturn your victory. Well, let's see how these things unfold, but we should also understand that Nigerians cannot be fooled anymore. Enough of all this. Well, I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below in the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you.